What's going on, everyone? Welcome to part 2 of what to look for in an effective exercise program. Today we're going to talk about exercise selection and just how important exercise selection is to an effective exercise program. A massive giveaway of little understanding of the principles of exercise prescription is when exercises are just slapped together on a piece of paper and acute exercise variables are given with no thought. Fortunately, that is not a real exercise program, and we're going to cover what to look for in exercise selection today. So just a brief overview of what the American College of Sports Medicine suggests when it comes to exercise selection and order. It's just pretty much larger muscle groups before smaller muscle groups, and compound multi-joint exercises before isolation single joint exercises, just putting it very generally. Keeping it very general, I like to program with my big multi-joint squat first or a hinge first, like a deadlift, and then so push, pull, and then another lower, more like a single leg exercise, and then a core anti-flexion or anti-extension. So there are some acute exercise variable selections or modifications that do interrupt the principal order of exercise selection, such as sets involving post-activation potentiation, which involves a high velocity movement performed post a high force movement in order to get that acute increase in muscular power. There's also compound sets where the stress of two exercises is compounded together, like a chin up and a bicep curl. And then there are supersets, which is usually two opposing muscle groups supersetted together, like a bench press or a chin up. Another thing some people like to do is incorporate what's known as a pre-fatigue set into their exercise program in order to enhance what's known as the very much quote unquote mind-muscle connection. So the pros of using this type of system in your training is that you might be able to feel muscles more. Another pro is that we can compound the stress of two exercises and increase exercise-induced muscle damage, which is an important component to consider when discussing hypertrophy. But limitations include a decay in technique potentially because you're performing exercises under fatigue. There could be a potential reduction in volume and overall load lifted, again, because of fatigue. And we might also potentially ingrain poor motor mechanics because we're performing exercises in a fatigue state. Also, it's important to mention that beginner exercises do not need to generate large amounts of exercise-induced muscle damage when compared to more intermediate lifters. Beginners can progress without accumulating large amounts of exercise-induced muscle damage. Exercise selection and order should follow a systemized, principled structure and not just be slapped together and hope for the best. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will speak to you next time.